in Blue, the fentanyl crisis, is sponsored by these local businesses.
It's something that's smaller than a Tic Tac, but that tiny pill is becoming a great big problem in North Dakota. It's killing people and it's sending people to prison. In part 1 of our series, Killer in Blue, we meet a family who knows just how devastating fentanyl can be.
You know, we're naive. You know, we never dealt with anything like that.
Tom Seitz remembers every detail of November 30th, 2023.
He worked at Scotty's and he worked the closing, and he told us when he went to work that he was going to be late because they were shorthanded and stuff like that. Well, it immediately made us suspicious.
That was the night Seitz's son Brody came home from work, and it would be the last time Tom would see his son alive.
We saw that he was still in the bathroom, and I started freaking out. So what the heck? So I opened up the door, and here he had fallen back into the shower. So it's like, you know, that one pill kills, and that's what happened. It's almost like he didn't even try to break his fall. We were too late. I mean, it'd probably been 15 minutes, you know, but it was enough for him to go.
We rushed over to the hospital. I didn't want to believe that he was gone. I thought, okay, they're working on him. He's going to be okay. And he wasn't.
Seitz and his wife had become educated in a hurry after Brody's previous struggles with drugs.
We put GPS trackers on him, everything, to find out where he was getting it from and who he was getting it from. He was using these cash apps all the time, and we didn't know a whole lot about them, and so they were new to us, and we're saying, where's all your money going?
As Tom would later find out from Burleigh County Sheriff's investigators, Brody had bought fentanyl from friends using Cash App on his phone.
You know, so these people that are selling these drugs need to understand that. You're not going to get away with it. It'll catch up with you. You know, they have eyes everywhere.
In that case, there was no plea agreement.
Last year, the 3 men involved in selling the lethal dose pleaded guilty in court, but the heartbreak of losing Brody had a ripple effect on the Seitz family.
My brother passed away on November 30th, and then not even 2 weeks later, my mom passed away of a broken heart, you know, about a week after his funeral. And she was devastated.
Even now, it's hard for Tom to explain what makes fentanyl so appealing to people.
He always called them pain pills because, you know, to him, they're OxyContin. You know, so, but yeah, that's what it does. It slows down your breathing and it slows down your heart and, you know, makes you want to sleep, which, why do you want to sleep? You know, you sleep enough of your life.
Fentanyl is extremely potent, and it's a very intense rush, and it doesn't last very long. So anytime that we have a substance that gives us an intense high and it wears off quickly, that becomes incredibly addictive.
Dr. Melissa Hankey is the medical director at the Heartview Foundation. She's a psychiatrist who helps people who are trying to beat drug addiction.
I wish that I could predict who's going to make it and who doesn't, but people surprise me all the time.
They have to do it on their own. You know, and he was an adult, you know, so we couldn't have him committed that we were aware of, you know, other than, you know, a 72-hour hold or something in the psych ward, but he would just get back out and do it again if we did that.
A tough situation that almost 2 years later, Tom and Alyssa are still trying to make sense of. Coming up on Wednesday in part 2 of our series, Killer in Blue, we'll talk more with the people who now spend their days investigating the drug and prosecuting the people selling it.
Killer in Blue, the fentanyl crisis, is sponsored by these local businesses.